On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples.
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Prerequisite.
Required as a necessary condition or qualification for something else, essential or fundamental to the success or achievement of something.
Examples.
Prerequisite course. Prerequisite skill set. The ability to communicate effectively is a prerequisite for leadership positions.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples.
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples.
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Certificate.
An official document stating that the information contained within is true.
Examples.
Official score certificate. A birth certificate. He received a certificate in computer programming from the local college.
Pebble.
A small, smooth, rounded rock, especially one worn by the action of water.
Examples.
Drop a pebble into a pond. Pebble pathway. She picked up a pebble from the beach and put it in her pocket as a souvenir.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples.
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Swagger.
To walk or behave in a very confident and typically arrogant or aggressive way.
Examples.
Swagger onto the field. Swagger down the street. He swaggered into the room as if he owned the place.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples.
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples.
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Cisgender.
Denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender corresponds with their birth sex.
Examples:
Cisgender identity. Cisgender person. Cisgender people often don't have to think about their gender identity in the same way that transgender people do.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone.
Examples:
Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose-restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Bisexual.
Attracted to both men and women, capable of having a romantic or sexual attraction to both men and women.
Examples:
Bisexual orientation. Bisexual lifestyle. She described herself as bisexual, having been in relationships with male and female partners.
Lesbian.
A woman who is attracted romantically and sexually to other women.
Examples:
Lesbian love. Lesbian relationship. The lesbian couple was denied the right to marry due to the conservative laws in their state.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
a fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Exclude.
To deny someone or something enter to a place or taking part in an activity.
Examples:
exclude a newcomer. Exclude all other possibilities. The cost for the trip excludes food and beverages.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
a tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Convention.
A large formal assembly of people who do a particular job or have a similar interest or of a political party, something regarded as a normative example.
Examples:
convention center. Political convention. They met at biennial conventions.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
the stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Pretense.
An act or instance of pretending or feigning, a false or insincere show or claim.
Examples:
pretense of innocence. Maintain a pretense. He put on a pretense of enjoying the party even though he was feeling miserable.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
An insecure future. Insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Fog.
A thick cloud consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface. A weather condition in which visibility is reduced because of a cloud of water.
Examples:
A dense fog. Front fog lights. The fog cleared away, and the star-filled sky appeared.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
Utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Deplete.
To reduce something, especially supplies of energy, money, etc., by a large amount, to use up resources or materials.
Examples:
Deplete customer confidence. Deplete glycogen stores. If we continue to deplete the Earth's natural resources, we will cause severe damage to the environment.
Loveless.
Lacking in love, affection, or warmth, showing little or no affection or concern for others, also, relating to or characterized by a lack of love or intimacy in a romantic relationship.
Examples:
Loveless communication. Loveless relationship. Their loveless marriage finally came to an end after years of unhappiness.
Heartbeat.
The regular movement or sound of the heart as it sends blood around the body, an animating or vital unifying force.
Examples:
Heartbeat abnormality. A pounding heartbeat. New York is the commercial heartbeat of America.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Lifelong.
Lasting for the whole of someone's life.
Examples:
Lifelong career. Lifelong commitment. He had a lifelong love of reading and spent hours daily with a book.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold.
Examples:
Margin error. A profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Apologetic.
Feeling or expressing regret, remorse, or sorrow for one's actions, making an apology or expressing an excuse for something.
Examples.
Apologetic tone. Apologetic letter. He was apologetic for being late to the meeting.
Feminine.
Relating to women, having the features or appearance often associated with women.
Examples.
Add a feminine touch. The sacred feminine. For a classically feminine style, the dress mixes sophisticated lines with an appealing floral design.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples.
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples.
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Auspice.
A sign, omen, or indication that is believed to provide guidance or protection, often used in the context of a positive influence or patronage.
Examples.
Under the auspices of the law. Auspice of a mentor. Under the auspices of the local government, a charity event was organized to support people without housing.
Rib.
Each of a series of curved bones that are connected to the spine and surround the chest. Adjective, subject to laughter or ridicule.
Examples.
Break a rib. Rib cage. The accident caused a cracked rib.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Rein.
A long, narrow strap attached to a horse's bit, used to control the animal while riding, a means of controlling or limiting something or someone's actions and behavior. Verb, to control or restrain something, especially something that is becoming excessive or out of control.
Examples.
Tight rein. Rein in costs. The new driver struggled to keep a firm grip on the rein as the horse bolted. Critique. A detailed analysis or examination of something, especially a literary, philosophical, or political theory, an essay or article that gives a critical evaluation.
Examples:
A critique of the social system. Devastating critique. Following the critique from the professor, students rewrite their essays and submit them for final evaluation.
Brilliance.
The quality of being very clever or talented. The quality of being very bright or shining.
Examples:
Brilliance of diamond. Economic brilliance. The scientist's brilliance led to many groundbreaking discoveries in his field.
Compassion.
A strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for another's suffering or bad luck.
Examples:
Feel compassion for the poor. Have compassion toward the accident. His infinite love and compassion for everyone never weary.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. A character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Transit.
The act or process of passing through or across a place or state, transportation.
Examples:
A transit visa. Mass transit. Public transit is an essential service for many cities.
Preclude.
To make something impossible or prevent it from happening. To exclude or shut out something or someone from consideration or participation.
Examples:
Preclude access. Preclude any possibility. Poor planning may preclude us from completing the project on time.
Monogamy.
The practice of being married to only one person at a time, the state of having a mutually exclusive romantic or sexual relationship with one partner.
Examples:
Monogamy rules. Practice monogamy. Many religious institutions promote monogamy as the ideal form of marriage.
Supposedly.
According to what is generally assumed or believed without actually knowing for sure.
Examples:
Supposedly identical. Necklace supposedly made of pure gold. He is supposedly nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty. To reveal something unintentionally.
Examples:
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Restrictive.
Limiting or confining in nature, imposing limits or restrictions on something or someone.
Examples:
Restrictive policy. Restrictive diet. The dress code at the office is very restrictive and doesn't allow any casual clothing.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only two digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
A binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which two stars revolve around each other.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Colloid.
Abnormal overgrowth of scar tissue that extends beyond the borders of an original wound, often forming a raised, thickened, and sometimes painful area on the skin.
Examples:
The keloid on his chest. Keloid formation. She developed a keloid scar after a surgical procedure on her abdomen.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Torso.
The human trunk from the neck to the abdomen.
Examples:
Torso injury. A torso in bronze. He was hit in the torso and was rushed to the hospital.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Sprint.
To run at full speed over a short distance or period of time.
Examples:
Sprint for a bus. Sprint towards the finish line. Top athletes can sprint 100 meters in less than 10 seconds.
Queer.
Strange or odd, typically in an interesting or attractive way.
Examples:
Queer money. queer fashion. The behavior of the clown at the party was quite queer.
Conventional.
Based on or following traditional rules, standards, customs, etc.
Examples:
A conventional style. Get a conventional loan. She is very conventional in her thoughts.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Bless.
To make or pronounce holy, to hallow, to consecrate, to sanctify.
Examples:
Bless him in my heart. Bless you. The priest blessed the couple as they knelt before him.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Conceivable.
Imaginable or possible to understand or believe in the mind.
Examples:
Conceivable way. Conceivable emergency. It is challenging to defend every conceivable target.
Reimagine.
To imagine or conceive of something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Reimagine the future. Reimagine the possibilities. The company is trying to reimagine its business model to stay competitive.
Bouquet.
A bunch of flowers, especially one presented as a gift or carried at a ceremony.
Examples:
Hand over a bouquet. Bridal bouquet. He gave her a bouquet of roses as a gift.
Corsage.
A small bouquet, typically worn by women on their clothing or wrist on special occasions, such as weddings or proms.
Examples:
Floral corsage. Elegant corsage. The bride wore a beautiful corsage on her wrist at the wedding.
Lavender.
A fragrant herb of the mint family, typically having purple or blue flowers, sometimes used for its soothing scent in aromatherapy or as a flavoring in cooking and baking.
Examples:
Lavender fields. Lavender-scented bath products. I love the soothing scent of lavender essential oil.
Sage.
A very wise and experienced person, a small evergreen subshrub with flat and light green leaves that has a strong smell and are used as a culinary herb.
Examples:
A sage of long ago. A sage counselor. He was famous for his sage advice to younger entrepreneurs.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Diamond.
A precious stone made from pure carbon, typically transparent and colorless, but possibly tinted in various colors, a shape or arrangement resembling the geometric form of a diamond.
Examples:
Diamond ring. Diamond necklace. The engagement ring was adorned with a large, sparkling diamond.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Crown.
A circular ornamental headdress, worn as a symbol of authority by a king, usually made of gold and precious stones.
Examples:
The imperial crown. The crown and throne. The bishop bestowed the golden crown on the king.
Chakra.
Any of the 7 energy centers in the human body, according to traditional Indian medicine and yoga philosophy.
Examples:
Chakra meditation. Healing chakra. Many people believe in the power of balancing their chakras for spiritual and physical wellness.
Bastardize.
To alter, modify, or degrade something in a way that undermines or violates its original integrity or quality, to create a less authentic or less desirable version of something.
Examples:
Bastardize a recipe. Bastardize culture. We do not want to bastardize the text's original meaning through poor translations.
Apology.
An act of saying or writing that you are sorry for something that has been done wrong or that causes a trouble.
Examples:
Genuine apology. Accept his apology. She wrote a letter of apology to the renter.
Impose.
To officially force a new law, tax, duty, etc., to be obeyed or received.
Examples:
Impose harsher sanctions. Impose tariffs. The problem with achievement tests is the narrowness they impose on students.
Disbelief.
The feeling of not being able to believe or accept that something is true or real.
Examples:
Disbelief in the authority. Ask in disbelief. His reaction was one of complete disbelief.
Vow.
To make a promise or commitment, usually formal and solemn.
Examples:
Vow allegiance to the new king. Vow never to give up. They vowed to love and support each other for the rest of their lives.
Fittingly.
In a manner that is suitable, appropriate, or befitting the situation or context, in a way that aligns with expectations or standards.
Examples:
Fittingly dressed. Fittingly decorated. He was named the MVP of the game, fittingly honoring his remarkable performance.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Matrimony.
The state or condition of being married, the ceremonial act or process of marrying, the institution of marriage.
Examples:
Matrimony vows. Blessed matrimony. My brother is planning to enter into matrimony next year.
Antithesis.
The direct opposite, a contrast or opposition between two things.
Examples:
Make an antithesis. The antithesis of evil. The antithesis of love is hate.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Embolden.
To give courage or confidence to someone, to make someone feel brave or empowered, to strengthen or reinforce a position or belief.
Examples:
Embolden the opposition. Embolden a country's leadership. She was emboldened by her success and decided to take on a more significant challenge.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Receptive.
Willing to listen to or accept new ideas or suggestions.
Examples:
Receptive audience. Receptive to change. The voters appeared to be receptive to his new ideas.
Shapeshifter.
A mythical or fictional being that can change its form or appearance, particularly about animals or supernatural creatures.
Examples:
Shapeshifter creature. Mythological shapeshifter. The shapeshifter's ability to transform into different creatures was fascinating and terrifying.
Gay.
Homosexual, happy, carefree.
Examples:
Gay couple. Gay rights. The Gay Pride Parade was a celebration of diversity and acceptance.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Limitless.
Without end, limit, or boundary, infinite.
Examples:
For a limitless time. Limitless potential. The possibilities for scientific discovery are limitless.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Fearless.
Having no fear, brave.
Examples:
Fearless attitude. Fearless bravery. The fearless firefighter rushed into the burning building to save a trapped child.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples:
An authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Undercurrent.
A concealed or underlying tendency or feeling, a flow below the surface of a fluid.
Examples:
Undercurrent of hostility. Economic undercurrent. The undercurrent of tension was palpable in the meeting.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Rigid.
Extremely strict and difficult to change or adapt, incapable of or resistant to bending.
Examples:
Rigid rules. Rigid structure. He was unpopular because of his rigid adherence to the rules.
Dichotomy.
A division or contrast between two things that are or are represented as being opposed or entirely different. A sharp contrast between two opposing and mutually exclusive categories or concepts.
Examples:
Moral dichotomy. Psychological dichotomy. The dichotomy between good and evil is common in literature and philosophy.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Blueprint.
A photographic print of an early plan for a building or machine.
Examples:
Blueprint for economic reform. Architect's blueprint. A business plan is a blueprint for your success.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Imposing.
Having an appearance that commands respect and admiration, impressive or grand in scale or size.
Examples:
Imposing figure. Imposing mansion. The imposing building stood tall amongst the others on the city skyline.
Masculinity.
The qualities or attributes traditionally associated with men, such as physical strength, courage, assertiveness, and so on, the state of being male or manly.
Examples:
Masculinity norms. Toxic masculinity. Research has shown that rigid ideas of masculinity can contribute to domestic violence and other forms of abuse.
Inclusive.
Including much or everything, and especially including stated limits, not excluding any of the people, things, ideas, etc. involved in something.
Examples:
A fully inclusive price. Inclusive education. The university has established a capacity for each nationality as part of its inclusive policy.
Revolutionary.
Relating to or characterized by a complete or dramatic change.
Examples:
Revolutionary change. Enforce revolutionary justice. The revolutionary leader inspired others to join the fight for freedom and democracy.
Preconceived.
Of an idea or opinion formed beforehand, especially without evidence for its truth or usefulness.
Examples:
A preconceived notion. Preconceived opinions. We should start a discussion from scratch with no preconceived ideas.
Intentional.
Done, made, or performed with purpose and intent.
Examples:
Intentional destruction of evidence. An intentional walk. The law distinguishes between accidental and intentional killing.
Deep-seated.
Firmly established or strongly felt, deeply ingrained or settled.
Examples:
Deep-seated prejudice. Deep-seated fear. Their deep-seated beliefs prevented them from considering any other opinions.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Humanities monument. Monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Invalidate.
To nullify, negate, or render ineffective, to prove something is false or unfounded.
Examples:
Invalidate contract. Invalidate passport. Submitting false information will invalidate your application.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Complicate.
To make something more complex or difficult to understand, often by introducing new elements or factors.
Examples:
Complicate matters. Complicate a plot. Don't complicate the situation by adding unnecessary details to the report.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples:
Inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Ego.
A consciousness of your own identity, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, especially inflated one.
Examples:
Ego defense mechanisms. National ego. She was constantly trying to boost her ego by talking about her accomplishments.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Yield.
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
Interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
Seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Pry.
To force open or to try to get information from someone by asking too many questions.
Examples:
Pry a secret out of a person. Pry into the affairs. He used a crowbar to pry open the locked door. To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Clam.
A marine mollusk that burrows and lives on sand or mud. The shell closes with vice-like firmness.
Examples:
Giant clam. Shuck a clam. The clam digs through the sand to a significant depth.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something. Noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
Strip a tire off. Coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Miscarriage.
The spontaneous loss of a pregnancy before the 20th week, the failure of an effort or plan to come to fruition.
Examples:
Miscarriage prevention. Early miscarriage. Doctors can sometimes detect warning signs of potential miscarriage and take steps to prevent it.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Wield.
To possess and exercise power, authority, etc.
Examples:
Wield her authority. Wield a bad influence. They wielded enormous power and influence.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something. To give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Simulacrum.
An image, representation, or imitation of something or someone, often used to refer to an artificial or unreal copy or substitute that lacks true or genuine qualities.
Examples:
Simulacrum artwork. Symbolic simulacrum. The artist created a striking simulacrum of a famous painting using different materials.
Tandem.
A device or arrangement that allows two or more things to be connected or work together in a coordinated manner. A bicycle built for two people to ride in a line, with one behind the other.
Examples:
Tandem approach. Tandem skydiving. The tandem bike ride was fun for the couple to enjoy together.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Makeup.
Colored substances used on someone's face to improve or change their appearance.
Examples:
Makeup artist. Take the makeup off her face. Her beauty resulted from a good night's sleep rather than makeup.
Frivolous.
Not serious or sensible, silly or unimportant.
Examples:
Frivolous lawsuits. Engage in frivolous conversation. He was accused of being frivolous and not taking his responsibilities seriously.
Superficial.
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Closet.
A small room or cabinet with a door used for storing things, especially clothes.
Examples:
Closet full of suits. Walk-in closets. He brushed the suit before hanging it back into the closet.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount. The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. Variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Acrylic.
A type of plastic or synthetic resin that is used in various forms, such as paints, fabrics, and plastics, known for its clarity, durability, and versatility.
Examples:
Acrylic sheet. Acrylic nails. The artist painted a beautiful landscape using acrylic paints.
Nail.
A thin, pointed piece of metal with a flat head used for fastening things together, the thin hard layer covering and protecting the outer tip of the fingers or toes.
Examples:
Rusty nail. Nail clipper. He used a hammer and round nail to fix the loose board on the fence.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development, despite the lack of funds.
Feminism.
The belief in and advocacy of equal rights, opportunities, and treatment for all genders, particularly women, and the recognition of the systematic and cultural oppression of women in society.
Examples:
Radical feminism. Liberal feminism. She is a strong advocate for feminism and works tirelessly for women's rights.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Retell.
To tell someone about something again or differently.
Examples:
Retell a story. Retell an old tale. He retells the truth to plead not guilty.
Conspicuously.
In a way that is easily seen or noticed, obviously, prominently.
Examples:
Conspicuously absent. Conspicuously overpriced. The expensive watch was conspicuously displayed on his wrist.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation, binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Inheritance.
The money, property, etc. that someone gives you when they die. Genetics, attributes acquired via biological heredity from ancestors.
Examples:
Paternal inheritance, inheritance tax. His vast inheritance was equitably divided among the brothers.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples:
Reinvent local dishes. Reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.
Multiplicity.
A large number or variety of something, the quality or state of being multiple or manifold.
Examples:
Functional multiplicity. Multiplicity of languages. The multiplicity of colors in the sunset was truly breathtaking.
Kaleidoscope.
A toy or optical instrument made up of mirrors and pieces of colored glass or plastic, which produce changing patterns and images when rotated, a constantly changing succession of different things or events.
Examples:
Kaleidoscope of cultures. Kaleidoscope pattern. The kaleidoscope of colors in the sunset was breathtaking.
Narrow-minded.
Having a limited or closed-minded perspective, lacking tolerance or acceptance of different or opposing views or ideas.
Examples:
Narrow-minded prejudice. Narrow-minded individual. Her narrow-minded views prevented her from considering other perspectives and hindered her ability to connect with others.
Masquerade.
A party, dance, or other festive gatherings of persons wearing masks and other disguises, or a costume worn on such an occasion, making a false outward show.
Examples:
Show up in a masquerade. Absurd masquerade. The masquerade party was lavish, with guests in elaborate costumes and masks.
Bigotry.
Intolerance toward those who hold different opinions from oneself.
Examples:
Ethnic bigotry. Self-righteous bigotry. Bigotry and discrimination have no place in our society.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
Gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples:
religious faith, faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Dedication.
A lot of time and energy that someone puts in for an activity or purpose because they believe it is important.
Examples:
dedication to public service, dedication ceremony. We are very impressed with your strong dedication to quality.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
a sand pile, the height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Boring.
Lacking interest or excitement, tedious or dull.
Examples:
boring work, boring day. The lecture was so boring that many people fell asleep.
Grateful.
Feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, thankful.
Examples:
a grateful breeze, put a grateful expression. She was grateful for the help he provided.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
the reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Acronym.
A word formed from the first letter of each word in a phrase, such as NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome.
Examples:
acronym definition. Use an acronym. Radar is an acronym for radio detection and ranging.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Haul.
To physically drag or pull someone or something with effort.
Examples:
Haul on a rope. Haul truck. They had to haul the boat out of the water for repairs.